Hi, and welcome to text message marketing. Get to the beginning here. There we go. Welcome to text message marketing. I'm Kristen Meeks with West Virginia Social Media, and we're going to talk about how to use text message marketing today. What are some platforms out there that do a good job with text messaging? Why you want to use text messaging because it's what's the catch there? Creating an incentive for your text message for opt-in. And then we're going to talk about some best practices for text message marketing. So first, one of the things that people don't realize is that most people have the same cell phone number their entire life. And that is definitely not true of email, where you live, or even your name. So why text message marketing? The open rate of text messages is about 90%, and that's just in the first 5 minutes of sending out a text. There's a pretty low saturation rate with text message marketing, especially with our local businesses not using it as much. So it seems to be able to cut through the clutter a lot better. And it's definitely an opt-in, so you're getting people that already know who you are, which would convert quicker to customers. So who should be using text message marketing? And really it's great for any kind of industry. As you can see here, it's just a snapshot of some of the industries that use the program that I really like. Anything from marketing agencies, e-commerce, nonprofits, salons, bars, restaurants, real estate, fitness centers, and pretty much everything in between. And you can see kind of why they use it. You can, do mobile coupons, you can grow a mailing list, you can communicate with donors, you can increase the foot traffic of people coming into your location by having, one day come in today only for sales and deals, loyalty programs. So you can see the different industries and how each of those use those there. So if you're interested in learning about text message marketing and wanting to see what really that means, here's a little activity that you can do. And with text message is the opt-out as well. So if you do this and you decide to opt out, you can do that as well pretty easily. So if you have your phone, go ahead and text WV Social Media to 31996, and then you will get 5 text message marketing tips to get you started. And I will tell you that I have a couple other text messages going out today. I think one's around 9 a.m. and one will go out later in the day as a thank you. And then I will probably send you one more about my 5-day challenge that starts June 15th, and that is all you'll probably hear from me with this opt-in. So if you want to do that, you can see how that works. You will have to agree and say, yes, I do want text messages sent here. And then you can always opt out by texting stop back. So the program I use that you probably have seen come up on your text message now is SlickText. I really like SlickText. I was looking for an email marketing program for years that was not only affordable, but also was something that's easy to use for any industry. And as you saw on that slide back there, I'm going to go back there real quick. This is actually a screenshot from SlickText's website if you go to that. So it really does encompass a lot of the industries I work with, and it's very affordable and easy to use, which is always something that I'm looking for. So one of the big things is, you can have some really great promotions, but if you're not marketing or advertising them, then no one's ever going to know about them. So SlickText does a really good job of letting you quickly push those out. So you're not texting from your phone. You're actually going to the website, logging in. There's a verification process, so not anybody can just text and say they're from your company and send it out. There's a verification process. People have to opt in, and it allows you to send these messages on a desktop and schedule those out, and it doesn't come from your own phone number, and so it comes from, the SlickText number, as you probably saw coming up if you opted in to mine. It is permission-based, so you don't want to just add anybody's phone number you have in your contacts to your list. You want to ask people to opt in. And SlickText does a good job of giving you flyers and mailers and things that you can print off and use for social media and share to be able to get those people that are interested. And that what I use, which is what I call my free download, my opt-in is to give somebody something, an incentive to opt in. So with mine, I did the 5 text message marketing tips to get you started, and you could think of something for your business to do that similar. And it could be product or service-based businesses to use that. In text message marketing, you're only communicating with highly targeted people. So these are the people who have opted in, they know who you are, and they're a defined audience that will definitely consist of those people that would convert. It's also probably the fastest way to get stuff out. I always use the Chick-fil-A example when I talk about text message marketing. They haven't done it in a while, but they used to probably about once a month do a freebie. Hey, come and get today only, get a free cookie. You could go through the drive-thru, you could walk in, you just had to have that text. And they were like, share this with your friends. So you could even forward the text to somebody else, because they know you're just not going to go through just for the free cookie, or the majority of people aren't. So they're going to probably go, oh, we have a free cookie today, let's stop for lunch or dinner. So you're going to get a profit from the other money that they're spending. Now, there's probably a small percentage of people are just going to drive through for just the free cookie, but they know that there's a majority of people that are going to say, this is a good reason to go out to lunch or dinner, and so we're going to drive through and grab dinner for our family or lunch with coworkers. So they understand that. So if you do opt into them, you'll see that. They haven't put that out in a couple of months, probably because of everything going on, but they do have done that in the past. So it's very quick, and it could be very sense of urgency. They would send it out at like 7 a.m. and it's over that day. Good today only. They have the date there, and it just has you walking in that day. So if you think about a day where you usually have low traffic, you could run one of these specials that say today only and have people walk in. Plus, this is good for our restaurants, realtors, and everyone in between. So I mentioned it's very affordable. So free, SlickText actually starts out with a free program, and it does say 30-day trial here, but I know I have a lot of clients that are on longer of a 30-day trial. So I don't know if that is new or it just allows you to extend it. But what it is that your first 50 texts are free each month, and you get 1 text word. So you probably were like, how did she get WV social media? So there is specific text words. Not all of them, are available all the time. I chose to use my business name just because I knew that would probably not be taken. Like 5-day challenge or text message marketing tips is probably taken. But you can go in and you get 1 free text word with the free, and you're able to send out 50 texts. So what that means, if you have a list of 25 phone numbers, you could send 2 texts to them a month for free, and you'll have to use a credit card or anything like that. You can sign up, and I'm going to actually have a code at the end that you can get 15% off your first month. So if you already have more than 50 phone numbers that you're going to text, or you're going to send more than 2 text messages to 25 people the first month, or even if you do the first month trial and then you move up to the basic, you can get 15% off that by using, and it's actually WV social media is the keyword. So I'll remind you at the end as well. So it's pretty affordable. If you're going to use it extensively, have multiple text words, it could get a little bit more expensive, but typically my clients lie between the $29 and $49 a month once they get moving and starting, and they really love it. You can schedule text to go out. You can have 2-way communication. Here's some of the features. You can do text to join, which is what I had you guys do. There's QR codes they can scan. You can physically put in phone numbers. If you have a membership base and they've said, hey, I really want to get text messages. We do this at the country club. I really want to get text messages because I'm going to check my text message. If the pool's going to be closed because of weather, I'm going to see that first before I'm going to see email. So a lot of our members will check text message, and so they get rolled into the text message marketing. You can do auto reply, so if somebody texts back or they opt in, they will get a little message from you that's already calculated and you've approved, and it can be a lot of different things. If you have a link, which most of us are on a smartphone, which would open up into Safari or into a mobile app. You could do birthday text, so if that's something you're already doing, let's say via email or via snail mail, why not do a birthday text? Hey, happy birthday, stop in this week or stop in by the end of the month for, something free or a percentage off. You can do a text to vote, a text to win. This is really fun for contest integration and a good way to collect phone numbers of those people. Those people would be probably less warm leads, but they would still start getting stuff from you, and they're able to opt out at any time. It's very similar to email. If you've ever got a text and it says if you want to unsubscribe, hit stop. That's an automatic thing put on every message, as well as how many text messages that you can expect from that organization. It integrates easily with Facebook. You can do mobile coupons if you want to launch a loyalty program, which I've talked to a lot of people about launching a loyalty program lately. And so those things can be easily integrated with the text message marketing. You can integrate it with email. So one of the ways you could say, I really want to get email and phone numbers of everyone. So if I can get people to opt in with their phone number, I may not have an email address for them. And so I could say, hey, if you want to join our email list, click here. And so we know if we touch people more than once, it's going to make them, make a decision, not just because they've opened their text message. Are they going to do something? They might be in the middle of something. They may have read it as it pops up and just ignore it. And then we're going to hit them again via email, and it's going to remind them, and they could either go back to the text or the email and complete that sale or come in or whatever you wanted them to do. They do offer two-way text messaging, so you can text message back and forth. If you already have phone numbers of people that have opted in to be contacted that way, you can upload your list. I will tell you this is a little bit of a slower way of doing it. I believe I still have a client that I think I uploaded a few weeks ago that still has not got approved. It must be a manual approval. So I probably need to email them and ask them what's going on. So they had a very long list. That might be why too. And I love that you can choose your own unique text word. And as you saw in the pricing, if you want more than one text word, it's just the basic. So you're going to get at least one for free. So some best practices for text message marketing. One of the big things is you have to promote your text storage. You can't just be like, oh, we're going to do text message marketing and not tell anyone about it. We can definitely do it online via social media, giving that free download or something free for them, whether it's like, hey, sign up for our text message, get 10% off your first bill, come in for a freebie. I think I signed up one time at a place and I didn't even know. They didn't even tell me. I just signed up for it and I walked in and I said my name for something and they're like, oh, we have you on the list to get a free soap because you opted in for our text message. So they were really tracking it. If I needed to tell people, and I'm sure they were telling people on another end, I just signed up not seeing that. But in-store flyers, table tents, think of where on your business you could put this information where people would be on their phones anyway and opt into that. You can shorten links in text messaging, which is really nice. So you're not putting this long link to your website or sign up form or something like that. It shortens it for you. And you want to make sure that you're telling people how many messages they can expect each month. Just because, people will tend to opt in if they feel comfortable with that number. So like I said, when you guys opted in at first, I said, this is what you can expect. I'm going to send you another text with the link to SlickText around 9 a.m. And then I'm going to send you a thank you this evening just for coming and tuning in and watching this. And then I'll probably send you one more about the 5-day challenge just to remind you that's coming up June 15th. So that way you know exactly what to expect. And so I think that's a good way of making sure people, know what is coming. So I'm going to pop over and show you around SlickText here. So when you log in, and this is just my regular one with the dashboard, once you log into the dashboard, they'll walk you through a verification process. But once you're in there, this is what it looks like, how many active subscribers, new subscribers, active keywords. This is my the one I use for training, so there's not much here. Actually, this is the one I set you guys up on this one. And then here's where you would go to send a message, and so it is that easy. You can name it, and then their customer won't see that. And then depending on how many lists you have is who will go in there. And then you have 160 characters to write your text message. You can also link a photo. A photo is for the paid version, but you can link it Facebook. You can insert, I thought there was a first name, probably because I have no subscribers in there. And then you can decide if you want to send it now, later, on a regular basis, which is an upgraded, like you could say on the second Friday of every month, I want that this sent. You can also send a test, which is really great as well. Here's where you set up your text words. So you can see I have that set up. And there should be, I've tested it a couple times with some people, so I'll have to check that out. And then you can hit right there and send a message. Here's a list of the contacts here, so any contacts you would have would go here. This is also where you would upload. So if you do have a list of contacts, you can upload those there. You're going to see any of your sent campaigns, which is where these, you can see 4 o'clock today, you're getting a thank you, and 9 o'clock you're getting just the one about SlickText and the link to join if you want to check it out. And those are scheduled, and I have the option to go in here and edit those, clone those, or delete those. And then your inbox, this is, I guess that's an upgraded version, the two-way chat. Is so if you upgrade, then that's where if somebody would text you back, it would go to this inbox, and you can set up notifications to make sure you're getting those. You get an email like, hey, somebody inboxed you to your SlickText. You can log in here and see that. So it's not coming from your phone number, and that's usually a big privacy thing. They don't want things coming from the phone number, but you can log in here and take care of all that. And then there's some marketing tools which are really nice. It kind of reminds me of old school Constant Contact. So they have flyers you can create. They have some stuff where you can learn how to use it for a loyalty program. They have a web form. So my 5-day challenge, I'm like, hey, here's your challenge, create a web form, create a flyer, and start using those. You can do text surveys, opt-in links, promo codes, and coupons. You can set all of this up here, text to win. So any of these marketing tools that you were like, oh, I'd like to use one of those are right here for you. So you don't have to recreate those, which are really nice. I'll show you the flyer one. To create the flyer, very generic, and it does say, create your own text message marketing campaign. But you could always use this. What I've done for clients is I've used the same concept, but I've went over to Canva and created it just to make it, because you can't put your logo on it or anything like that, or brand it to your color. Well, you can do branded the colors, but you can't put the logo in there. So you can decide, you can do little table tents here, you could do a full one. But it's fine if you want to use it from here. It's easy. Have the QR code there. It tells you right there. You can always text stop to opt out and help. It tells you how many messages per month to expect. So all of that. So if you go to, if you just click there to edit it, it's going to allow you to edit it right here in the colors, but not too much farther from that. So I've used that same concept over in Canva, a little bit more detail. So that is SlickText. Like I said, you'll have a text coming with the link. You can check it out. Try it for free. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and ask those. Just in closing here, just some things to the next steps of text message and marketing in general. I've mentioned my 5-day challenge a couple times. You can sign up for that. I think there is a link in the thank you, if I remember correctly, to that, or you can always find it on my website. If you are interested in using SlickText, definitely make sure you use the code WB Social Media so you can get 15% off your first month. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I will check in with those as the day goes on. Also, last thing before I forget, almost forgot. There you go. If you are in need of my contact information, there it is with my phone number, email address, and website. I have lots of great freebies. I host a Facebook group that's free called Social Media Marketing Made Simple, and we're actually doing a pop-up group for the 5-day challenge too. So it's not too late to join us there, and hopefully I will hear from you soon.